how do we actually heal the intestinal lining, our leaky gut, intestinal permeability? How do we actually heal this? So if you haven't watched my first video on why this happens, please check that out, because if you start here, you're gonna have to do this all over again a few times, most likely. So when we talk about healing leaky gut, healing intestinal permeability, this really starts from, we think about digestion north to south, and the small intestine is pretty far south. So we need to really make sure our digestive systems are in really good place. So this starts with the brain, which means we need to regulate our nervous system, because once again, if we don't regulate our nervous system, we're gonna run into issues here. We need to make sure we're chewing our food properly. We need to make sure stomach acid levels are in a good place, bile flow is in a good place, just general digestive enzymes are in a really good place, specifically pancreatic enzymes, but there's lots of digestive enzymes. So we need to make sure all of that is in a good place, because we need to make sure before we go in and heal this, that our food is properly digested and broken down before it gets to our small intestine. Otherwise, we're gonna end up right back in with the leaky gut. Once again, if you have gut overgrowth, that needs to be addressed first and foremost. If you have an immune issues, a heightened immune response, a lowered immune response, that all needs to be addressed first before you go into this. So when we look at actually healing this small intestinal lining, there's a couple really common things that are used. L-glutamine is probably the most common. It's very well researched, very good. I do think L-glutamine is really good. And then there's some other herbs. Aloe can be very soothing and healing. Slippery elm, marshmallow root. In our practice, we typically use a combination of these ingredients in a product called GI Revive. This is probably the best intestinal lining healing supplement that I've ever found. And with us, once again, we're addressing bigger picture issues here, and we want to make sure the small intestinal lining is left in the best place possible. So we want something that's pretty strong, a good variety of herbs that are really going to make sure that small intestinal lining is left in a really good place. You can just use L-glutamine, you can just use one of these other ones, but this GI Revive is one of the best that I've seen on the market. It's the most common one we use in our practice. If you need help healing your leaky gut and understanding what's going on with your gut, why you have gut issues, and you want to be rid of them once and for good by actually looking and addressing the bigger root causes, be sure to book a free consult with us. We'd love to take a deeper look and help give you an idea of what's actually going on, the bigger picture and bigger root causes. There's a link in our bio to book your free consult with us.